Namaste, welcome to Arthaniti. Today, a very short video about a query from one of my NRI friends. Now, this couple who resides in the US, both of them are software engineers and went to the US 10 years back. Now, they have two daughters, both of them born in the US and are US citizens. After a decade, the couple is planning to shift base back to India. Now they are planning to shift along with the family, and the question that was raised was the couple still had their Indian passports, but the daughters having born in the US are US citizens. They do not have Indian passports. The question that I got was they plan to take a health insurance policy. Why? Because health insurance is a must nowadays, all with this pandemic, the never-ending pandemic, and the sudden medical requirements that may arise. It is always necessary that a health insurance cover should be in place. While they were in the US, maybe the employer and the social security took care of their health insurance needs. But back in India, we have to take our own health insurance plans. Correct? So the query that my friend raised was, the daughters, since they were not Indian citizens, could a health insurance plan be bought in their name? The answer is very simple. Yes. Being an Indian citizen is not a prerequisite to buy a health insurance policy in India. A foreigner can also buy a health insurance policy. Now, being minors, it is advisable that they are added, say, to a family floater plan that my friend should rather buy after coming to India, or alternatively buy individual health plans in the names of daughters. Now, what happens is, in this case, my friend was permanently planning to shift base back to India. But many a times, what happens is people visit back home in India, say during summer holidays, once a year, once every 2 years, correct? Depending on your frequency, you should think of opting for a health insurance plan. Now, India, it is not recent, but India has become a favored destination for medical tourism. The obvious reasons are the cost of medical treatment, the quality of medical treatment, and the experience of doctors back in India. One of my other friends who resides in Europe, now this happened last year. He was walking his dog on the footpath, and an old lady driving her car rammed her car into him. Poor fellow had multiple fractures and he needed to get operated. Now he was rushed to the nearby hospital, and the doctor on duty gave him some painkillers and put some bandage on his wrist and ankle which had got fractured, and asked him to come back after 5 days. Why? Because the orthopedic who visited the hospital only visited once a week, and that was not the day when my friend had met an accident. Now, can you imagine such a thing happening in India? Well, no. Medical facilities, even though they are at a cost, obviously, which the individual person has to bear, are available on call. Correct? But this is not a one-off incident that has happened with my friend who stays in Europe. People residing out of the country will vouch for such incidences that happen and the delay in getting medical treatment. That is why India is a preferred destination for many people for medical treatment. Right now, in case of emergencies, you have no way out. But if you are planning a planned medical treatment back in India, having a health insurance is always advisable. Firstly, it covers all your medical treatment costs. Plus, if the insurance policy that you have in the country that you reside, say if you're residing in the US, your employer is giving you some insurance, plus you have social insurance, will that cover for the medical treatments back in India? You need to check that with your medical insurance company. Most of the times the policies are specific to geographies, so they do not cover treatments across the globe. but check it with your insurance companies. And if that is not the case, a health insurance, if you buy it in India, will always come in handy. Plus, if you have any income in India which is taxable, the premium that you pay for your health insurance plans in India will give you tax benefit under Section 80D of the Income Tax Act. Correct? Now, this is for people working in the Middle East. Now, Middle East, what happens is, since no citizenship is available for residents in those countries, people normally come back to India after retirement or after they have left their jobs. In such cases, if you are planning to shift base back to India, the earlier you buy your health insurance policy, the better it is. Why am I saying this? Why? Because most health insurance policies have an age limit, say beyond 65 or 70 years, depending on the company that you are buying from. You are not given a health insurance policy. Plus, if you buy early, the premium that you will have to pay is obviously going to be less. So, keep these things in mind, and think of buying a health insurance plan in India, whether you are shifting in India or you visit India frequently. Buying a health insurance policy is always advisable. Correct? If you have any queries on this subject, please feel free to comment below the video, and I will, as usual, be happy to help you solve your queries. This was a short video today, and the crux: foreigners or people who do not hold Indian passports can still buy health insurance policies in India. Correct? That was the crux of this video. So I would love to hear from you. Please comment below the video any queries that you have, and stay safe until next time. And yes, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.